Hey, my name's Mike, and I'm an executive for an insurance company, Midwest Insurance Company, and I spend about 120 nights a year on the road, so I've got a busy travel schedule. One of the problems I was having or trying to solve was that, you're on the road that much, and a lot of times you're out late at night, you're drinking, you're eating big meals late at night, and I gained weight that I didn't want to gain, and I'm only 5'10", and I got to 225 pounds. And there's one day I woke up, I looked in the mirror, I was sluggish, I wasn't as crisp as I wanted to be. I said, this has got to stop. I was just trying to reduce my food and work out a little bit more. And that has worked in the past, but then it seems to keep coming back on. I did a little research online and read whatever I could read about it. And I said, okay, I'm going to give this thing a shot. And I was skeptical. One of the things, when you look at these different diets, whether it's the Atkins or whatever, and you change your diet drastically, everybody says, well, then your numbers go way up. And I've fortunate in the position I am. I go to Mayo Clinic every year for a very, very detailed executive physical. And I watch those numbers really, really closely. My health is really, really important to me. So that was probably my biggest concern. And so I started this in September of 2018. I said, all right, I'm going all in. I'm giving it 30 days. Let's see what happens. And it worked, and the pounds started coming off. I started feeling a whole lot better, a lot crisper. And then I went in December, intentionally, I said, I want a blood profile done, because I didn't want to see my cholesterol numbers going through the roof and triglyceride and all that kind of thing. And I have been blown away by two key numbers. One, my HDL went up 24%. That's the good cholesterol. And then I was watching triglycerides pretty close, and that went down 28%. And a lot of that had to do with diet, but a lot of it had to do with the product too. You see these people that lose all this weight, they look great, and then a year later they've gained it all back and they're worse shape than they started. And that was my biggest concern. I've always grown up where, if you reduce your intake and you increase your activity, you're gonna have a pretty good outcome, and I was pretty stubborn about that. But then when you started reading some of the other benefits of keto, the mental stuff, and that you don't feel groggy and that you're not hungry and things like that, that's when I decided to take the plunge. And it was a 30-day plunge. I was like, I'm doing this for 30 days, and then I'm gonna get out of it if it doesn't work. And then I got hooked, and it was like, this is working, and I feel great, and I've been on it since 2018. The main reason I would recommend this is the support material. When you start reading and looking into it from just the industry, but also from Real Ketones itself, was pretty convincing. And the other thing is, as you have questions, my favorite thing is your live web deal where people respond to you and you have a question and they come right back to you. Has been really helpful too, as you're starting to think about, okay, what do I do? How much do I do? How much do I take? That type of thing has been a real benefit. One of the things I think it's helped me socially or with my hobbies, one of the things I love to do is fish and hunt. And especially hunting, whether you're hunting deer or bear or whatever, you're sitting in a tree stand for a long period of time. And typically in the old days, that's when you get to take a nap, and I'll tell you what, you're alert, and I love sitting in the tree stand. You don't feel groggy, you don't feel tired, and man, you're on your game, which has been a lot of fun.